What up everybody, it's your girl July from Kickback Couture. Today I'm going to show you how to make UK drill, BK drill drum patterns. It's going to sound like this. So real simple, we're going to start off with the hi-hats. My tempo is 140 and we can go a little bit higher, a little bit slower. It depends on preference, of course. I do have a sample melody loaded in. I reversed it and then put halftime on it. Now as for those hi-hats, let's just start with this first pattern. I'm gonna run it. I'm using the drum sequencer. These principles work in any sequencer you might be using. So for this hi-hat, which mine is on 5, just gonna skip 2 here, skip 2 again, and that is the basic drum pattern you'll end up having there. There's some nuances and differences you can make, which I'll show you. You can add some ghost notes, which are notes that are slightly quieter than the rest or much quieter than the rest. So for example, holding down Option, I can just click and get lower velocities, or I can drag it down lower. Right? Now, if you didn't want to do something like that, we could do something a little different and add some rolls. So it could be like that simple pattern again, but let's go in and add some repeats like this. So basing everything off of that basic pattern, it kind of sounds like, oh Siri,
I found this on the web.
Okay, it kind of sounds like triplets, but it's not. Right, so we can copy this over. Just gonna hit copy, go to the next pattern, and I'm going up to 4 on this, and I can add some differences in. So let's go ahead and run this with the sample. Alright, cool. I'm gonna add some of those ghost notes we talked about. So holding down Option, click. Get them down a bit lower than that. Some variation is great. Same over here. And 4. And let's hear that. Alright, cool. So I'm liking that. The next thing we talk about is the snare. Now, there's a few ways to do the snare or the rim or whatever sound you use in place of it. We'll start with the first way. Let's go ahead and use this rim shot first. So it would be the normal place you put a snare and a double time beat. And then this one is lagging behind. So the second one lags by half a bar. Or half a beat, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be here again. And you could count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when it lands on the and, it's half a beat behind, right? So again, we'll put that there, and that is going to be half a beat behind. And then the second way to do that is, let's go ahead and mute this one, and we'll use the snare up here, or the snap. Second way to do it is rather than start here, you're going to push it back a little bit. So it'll be like this. The first snare is a half a beat off, and the second one is right on. First snare, half a beat off, and the second one on the beat. Then another way you could do it would be like this. So you kind of do it like a regular trap beat in a way. So it'll be like this. And that second one is early. So a half a beat early instead of late. Add some reverb to this hi-hat. So you can go through and figure out which one you like the best. And then of course you can add like instances where the snare doubles. So it could be something like this. Alright, now following that, you could go into adding your kick. So that's the kick I have, and if this video gets 75 likes, I'll drop the drums I'm using for free. Alright, so I'm gonna put a kick here. Just turn that up a little bit. And right here, try not to double the snares up, so right here I had that one. I'm going to put a kick here on the last one. So on the second one, rather than having this snare hit, I want the kick to hit there. So we'll get rid of that one. Then for this last one, I'm thinking something like that. So as far as the kicks go, you kind of just play with what you already have there. Then we can add triangles. And this can be anything, any kind of percussion sound. Sky's the limit with this, with the percussion and UK drill. Alright, so let's go ahead and go through how to do these 808s. I'm gonna do this 808 in the sequencer. And I believe the sample's in B flat, so let's go ahead and place this note here In grain, where I have my 808, I have turned my key mode onto retrig and my portamento on. I'll also drag my attack up because the attack was initially very hard with the first 808 I chose, but we don't need to anymore. So the ADSR, I'm going to pull the attack all the way down, decay all the way down, sustain all the way up, and the release all the way down. For the most part, give it a little bit of release so when you let go, it doesn't pop, or when the MIDI note comes to an end, it doesn't have a popping noise. So let's hear this. I'm gonna put snap on, be something like that. So right here, this is the root note of the scale that we're using. This is going up to the 5th. And you could play off the 5th and the 8th as well. So the 8th is the octave, and that would be the same note up here. To get to the 5th note, you're going to count up 7. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8 is going to be 12 up. And it's the same key as the one you were using, but higher or lower. So let's go ahead and do that here. And we can play with these settings, the portamento settings. So here where it says time, we could play with that. Let's loop this. So I'm going to change the key mode to legato. Portamento's on, and the percentage is about 46.9. Alright, cool. Let's duplicate this note and then move this one up. So that's how I would do an 808 pattern for this track. Once again, if this video gets 75 likes, I'll drop the drum kit that I use in this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe. It's all culture, kick back, and cook up.